everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now today I'm going to do another QuickBooks online tutorial. And today I'm going to show you how to create an estimate or a quote and how to convert that estimate into an invoice. So let me share my screen at this time. Okay. All right. So in QuickBooks Online, and just to let you know, I'm using QuickBooks Online Essentials, and I'm going to go over it step by step from starting with how to set up the customer, how to set up the service item, and then we'll go over designing the template for the estimate and for the invoice, and then we'll do a test run of creating the actual estimate and converting it into an invoice. Okay, so first of all, let's go over how to create a customer. And let's go to sales. And let's click on customers. Now, one thing about QuickBooks Online, there are many ways to do many things. So I may go to sales and, click it and then go here to the customers tab. Or you can go straight to sales and then just go to customers and you'll end up to the same place. But here we are at the customer, how to create a new customer here at the screen. So let's just create a new customer. And I'm going to put in, put in a name. Let's call it just Jane Doe. Call it Jane Doe, and let's say she works for, let's say airline services. Let's say that's her company's name, Airline Services Limited. Okay. And let's say her email is, just assuming all of this is pretty hypothetical, of course. Jane Doe at janedoe.com. All right. And let's see, you can put a phone number, based on your choice. And also with the website, mobile number, and if they have a fax number, but that's all on your choice for their information. And let's assume she lives on, Fruit Street. And I'll assume she lives in the United States. So let's say she lives in West Palm Beach in the state of Florida. I'm not too sure of the zip code, but let's just assume a 334 in the United States. So here you set up the customer information. And once you feel all is correct, just click Save. And there you see Jane Doe, her company name, Airline Services Limited, and her billing information. Okay. Now, when we get to creating the estimate, we will come back to this screen. When we get to the estimate and the invoice, you will see, of course, transactions occurring for her. But this is this shows you that the customer name is set up. And the next step we will go to is how to create the actual item, service item that you're going to sell her. So let's go here to they call it the gear icon. Let's click here. And let's go to products and services. Now, again, there are many ways to get to this, to the item list. You can go here. Or, to make it more simple, you can go back to sales, go back to products and services, and it's the same screen. And you see it's interchangeable. You can go, where you need to go. Customers, estimates, and so forth. So products and services. And let's click new. And let's just make this a service just to keep it simple. And let's assume you're selling her, let's say we're selling her just consulting. We'll keep it real simple today, consulting services. And you can put that same thing in this description. Oops. Copy and paste. And assuming it's, $1,000 or whatever service it is that you may be selling. You can set up the name, the description, the price, and we'll just make it easy and leave it to the sales income account. And we'll save and close. And there you see the item has been created. I want to create another item, but I want to create a discount item, but I'm going to do that when we do the actual invoice, because that's something too you should understand. If you're giving a customer a discount on a service and you want it to show on the estimate or the invoice, I will show you how to make sure that shows up on the screen. Now, the next step, we will go to setting up the template or the design of the estimate or the quote. So let's go back to the gear icon. And you will see in the first column, custom form styles. And let's click that. Okay. Now, QuickBooks Online, they give you a default design for pretty much anything you want to do. So you will see the standard template already there. But instead of using that, you can still use that for your estimates and invoices. But I want to show you how you can actually create your own style or your own template of the estimate. So let's go to new style, estimate. And here we have the screen or the design that they already have for you. And with all of these options, they allow you to change the fonts, the colors, the design, the setup, also other wording in the estimate. Okay. Now, first of all, let's change this name of the template, and we'll call it new estimate template or new estimate design. Okay, so if we stay on the same screen, let's just browse through what each option it has. So it has these different styles, the Airy New, it has that style. If you click the next one, you click the Modern style. I think the Modern is most popular. And you have this style, Fresh, the Bold style, and a more friendly style. Now, any of these would be your choice. So let's just go with the Modern for now. And let's go to the next one, make logo edits. Now, I want you to know that based on the logo, when you initially set up your QuickBooks company, you would have most likely put a logo in there. And in designing your new templates, it allows you to show your logo on your invoices and estimates. So we'll just click show logo. And here it has the logo of the company. And let's see, we try other colors. You can choose any other color, a deeper color, burgundy color, pink color, green color, so forth. Let's go back to the original. I think that was it, right? Which one was it? Let's go back to this. I don't think that was the original, but let's choose this color. And even your fonts, you can choose many fonts. You can choose the Arial 10-point font. And it also gives you the option to print it. So let's say so far you want to see how it looks. You have the option to print, and you can see what it looks like before you complete the template. So let's just go to content. Now here where you see it, it's actually divided into three parts. It's this first part, the middle, and the bottom. And where you see these pencil icons, it allows you to make several or whatever changes that you need to make. So we have, first of all, the company name, which is your company. You can include the company phone number. You can include the company email address or not. So when I click check the box, it shows up. When I don't check the box, it doesn't show up, but I'll leave the box checked. Your address, and you can not show the address if you want to. Just look here how the template is changing when I click and uncheck these boxes. And with the website, if you have a website, we'll just assume your website is w.testcomp.com. And you can see here, this is what it looks like. Okay. And in terms, so if this is satisfactory to you, you can actually just move forward, the form name. Now, some persons associate the word estimate with quotation. So you can actually change it to quote, and you see it changes, or quotation, whatever you choose, or you can leave it to estimate here. Okay, form numbers. What this means is the numbers, QuickBooks, of course, would automatically select the number of the estimate or the invoice for you. So here you can put estimate number. You can have it in or not have it in, or you can select custom transaction numbers or not. Use custom or not use custom transaction numbers. So if we untick this, use custom transaction numbers. Yeah, I would say untick that part because you want to allow QuickBooks to automatically generate these numbers for you. Now, of course, depending on your business, you can select, tick the box if you want to, and you can put your own invoice number or your own estimate numbers in there. Maybe the numbers has to be uniform with a letter or some other symbol, but this is an option for you to either choose to customize the number or not to choose. And here it shows, you will show the shipping address if that's necessary, or expiration of the invoice expiration. So if it expires a certain date, excuse me, the estimate, I said invoice. If it expires a certain day, you can put that in there, or if not, you can leave that out off of the estimate. And here we have the next part of the estimate with the date. You can choose to leave the date, and this is the body of the estimate, which your customer or potential customer will be looking at in terms of what they will be billed for. So you can leave the date and look at how this changes when we untick or tick the box. So I will untick that for now. Now, of course, you want to show the product or service they're being billed for. So here we will leave the item name. We will leave the description. If it's relevant to your business, you don't have to include quantity. You can exclude that, include or exclude. And the rate, depending on what you want your customer to see, the rate or just the amount. So I unticked rate, quantity, and date. So this is how the body of the estimate will look like. And here we have this hair discount. Now I want to show you something else. I will untick this for now, but this can be applicable depending on what you want to show on the invoice or on the estimate. But I will untick this for now and show you another way to show the discount you're offering your customer. And any messages you have for them. In the event you have to put your bank details, you can put it right here. Let's just say send or see below our bank transfer information. And then you would have ABC Bank, the address, bank account. Oops, let's change that. Account number, and so forth. Okay, so here you will see in the invoice, it will show up as that if that's what you wanted to, if that's what you want to show on each and every estimate or invoice. And you can change the font size to a bigger size. And let's see. And you can even have another footer. Say thank you for your business. Okay. And this last tab for emails, this is in the event you are emailing directly from QuickBooks. And instead of downloading it as a PDF and manually emailing it from your address, you can just go in and email straight from QuickBooks. And here you can actually amend or change whatever details you need to change. So here it has full details, PDF attached, and you can call this quote, whatever you want to call it, quote. From test company or whichever you choose, but we'll put it back to estimate. And here you have the greeting. The customer name will be default based on the customer you are doing the estimate for. And your message to the customer, this is what QuickBooks allow you to, well, their standard messaging, but of course you can change this in any way. You can even put other information, bank info, so forth. Have a great day. You can put C. Barnaby, CEO, test company. And here you will see it all amends, it all changes. Okay. All right. So just once again, you can go to design. And to your content and emails to pretty much customize how you want the estimate to look. And let's go to the bottom here and click done. To the bottom left, bottom right, sorry. So at the bottom right, you click done, and there you will see your new estimate template was created. I will refresh this page. Okay, so there we have the new estimate design. Now I'll do a invoice design real quickly. It is the same process. And of course, QuickBooks gives you its own standard format of an invoice. And we will still include the logo if you want to do a different color this time. And a different font. And also change of the template. Okay, let's do a different font. Let's go back to Times Roman. Okay, and let's go to content. However you want to change the content. Let's say you want to, yes, keep all of the information that they have here. Let's say you want to untick a few things. You just leave due date. Let's say you want to add shipping. And if we go to the email information or email format, you can change whatever it is. This, you can just call this invoice from test company, because it had payment request. Okay, so we will click at the bottom right, click done. All right. And here we have new estimate design and my invoice template. And we can even change the name of that, rename it new invoice design. Say went to edit, and you can rename or even still make other changes. Okay. Now let's finally go to the customers. We will do an invoice and convert it into, we will create an estimate and then convert it into an invoice. So let's go to customers. And here, the new customer that we created, it was Jane Doe. And once we see the information was already set up, we can go to the options that QuickBooks already allows you to select. Go click the arrow and let's create estimate. Okay. Now, here it has already the customer information set up as of today's date. You can put the expiration date. You know, this quote will expire a month from now. Shipping, if it has shipping information, you can put it in. And if you choose to select a service date, you can select today's date, the date of the invoice, and the product or service. And there you will see the consulting services, which we set up initially. And it has the description, and here you can always add other description, other information, such as for the dates April 1 to 7th, 2023. And let's say you did, you know, probably 3 hours of consultation at $1,000. And here you will see how it populates the amount of the quotes at the bottom, 3,000. And here you will see even here, the message where it has the bank information for your customer to look at. Now, as I said, I want to show you how to add a discount in the body of the invoice. And here we can just do a new item. And it is, you can call it invoice service. We'll call it discount. Copy and paste. That won't be, I won't put a price or rate for the discount. And we'll just leave it, we'll leave it here for now. Because if you're accounting, if once your chart of accounts are set up properly, then it should be mapped properly to the correct account. But we will just leave it as is just for this video today to keep it simple. Okay, and we'll save and close. And here you have the discount. And if you want to add any further information, let's say employee discount. And let's say a discount you're taking off $500. And there the invoice, the estimate populates to $2,500. Now to see how this looks, let's do a print or preview. Well, first of all, let's go to the bottom here, customize. And here it defaults to the standard version QuickBooks Online gives you, but let's select the new estimate design we did. We'll select that and we will print preview. So we will just look at it. And here is how that estimate will look. Now, of course, depending on how you feel, how you feel it, how it appears, you can always go back to that original template and make all the changes you need to make the look of the estimate look the way you want it to. So I'll close this. Or if we were to choose the standard version that QuickBooks gave us, see, I will go back to the standard, click standard, print or preview. And this is the QuickBooks Online standard version of the estimate. And let's say you were to download, you can download here, download as a PDF and email it manually to your client or your prospective client. Okay, and let's go to the bottom right. And here you see the option save and new, save and close, or save and send. You can email your estimate directly from QuickBooks. That will save you an extra step. Or of course, you don't have to and just save and close. I will save and close. So if we click on this customer, Jane Doe, if you click in their customer, in that customer name, you will see that the estimate has been created, and it says pending, of course, because it's still pending to be accepted or closed to an invoice. And again, we will look at this and you can still make changes. So I clicked in, you can go to the bottom right, click edit. And you can still go back and make changes as needed. I will click the X to the screen. Now, in order to make this an invoice, so if the customer has chosen to accept the quote and they are ready for the service, it's very easy how to make it into an invoice. You will just go here and convert to invoice. So that is a step that QuickBooks Online, I would say, a fairly new feature that they introduced in both QuickBooks Online and QuickBooks Desktop, which makes it very easier for business owners to create an estimate, and if the customer agrees to those terms, to just easily convert that same quote into an invoice. So here is the invoice. Let's look at it in our new design. And let's let's preview. And of course, this is the design that I originally chose for this invoice. Now, again, you can always go back to that original template and make changes however you feel looks better for your business. Or if we were to choose the standard style, and let's preview, that's okay. And this is the standard style that QuickBooks Online would have given you when creating an invoice. Okay, and again, it gives you the option to save and send. You can email directly from QuickBooks, or if not, you can just save and close. And there you have it. This is how you create an estimate and convert it into an invoice for this customer. So there you will see Jane Doe, the estimate, and it even says converted. And you will see the invoice was created, and it has all of the relevant information. Now, just to see where it really all goes on the financial report, just to show you, I will go to reports. And let's just select the sales summary, a sales report, sales by customer summary. And let's look for Jane Doe. And there's the 2,500. and there's the transaction that happened for her. And you can still go in from here and make any changes that you need to make. I just wanted to show you this so that you know that all of that really did affect the financial reports or the sales report in QuickBooks. So once you do that transaction, it really does behind the scenes add to your profit and loss income or to your sales income in QuickBooks. Okay. All right. And I will leave it here for today. So again, those are the steps on how to create an estimate and convert it. You must first create the customer, create the product or service you're selling, and then you can set up your template styles for the estimate and invoice. And then once that's done, you can go ahead and create your estimate and convert it to an invoice. All right, so thanks so much for tuning in today. I hope that was helpful for you. And feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will be doing more tutorials of QuickBooks Online. And if any comments that you have or anything that you want to learn about QuickBooks Online or about accounting for your business, feel free to leave a comment and also leave a like button if you felt that this was helpful for you today. And until next time, I will see you in my next video. Bye.